Hey Cancer, thank you so much for tuning in. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How do they feel about you and how do they see you at this time? Keep in mind some of the messages here may be vice versa. Please check your other signs if this do not resonate for you at all, okay? Thank you so much for your support and let's begin. How do they feel about Cancer and how do they see Cancer at this time? We ask for insight and guidance for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How do they feel about Cancer and how do they see Cancer at this time, please? We ask for insight and guidance for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alright, let us cut the deck and let's see what comes up for you. First card, we have the Five of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So I see somebody's playing it safe, Cancer. They don't want to take a risk for now. This person is also focused on their pentacle, their security. They could be going through some kind of instability with work or home situation, and they want to come out of this personal winter in their life. They need to find resolution or they need to find security within. This is their main focus at the moment. They're not really focused on this new beginning that is readily available for you both. You do recognize that there's potential here. With Eight of Swords, it feels like they are focused too much on their fears. There could be fear-based mentality here, Cancer. They're afraid of investing. They're afraid of committing. Some of you are the ones who are feeling left out in the cold, or this person all of a sudden gave you the cold shoulder. I sense a snob energy here, Cancer, for some reason. It's like they don't want to be bothered or they don't want to deal with matters of the heart. Okay, it could also be that they're literally stopped putting effort into this all of a sudden. It's a very abrupt decision making. It's not something well thought of. It could be based on fear, Cancer. This fear could be brought about by them not really ready for commitment or them focused too much on their security, money situation, health situation, whatever the case may be. But in reality, with Eight of Swords, they could just unstuck themselves from that kind of mindset. This is fear-based mentality. They can shift their mind into something more loving, more optimistic if they truly want to. It's saying here that this Ace of Cups is a beautiful omen to receive. It's going to be a very big blessing in this person's life, but they're too focused on their possession. They could also be focused on some kind of rigid mindset here, and they have strong desire to be strong, independent, and wealthy. That's already alienating themselves or isolating themselves from relationships, meaningful relationship. This Nine of Pentacles can indicate the energy of being sheltered. Okay, they feel like they find shelter in their possession, in their achievement. Okay, it feels like they haven't not been paying close attention to their personal relationships. So it's not only you, Cancer, that feels neglected by this individual, but they could also be alienating themselves or isolating themselves from family and friends at the expense of their ambition, their drive here. Okay, let's see. They could be just enjoying their single status at the moment, trying to just focus on giving themselves the best. For some of you, you just feel like somebody needs to be more open-minded and open-hearted here. They're definitely closed off. They're just focusing on themselves and not really in touch with your needs and how this is already affecting you. So we have here Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So I do feel like, Cancer, there has been a fight or argument that might have been blown out of proportion. And like I said, it drove this person to make some kind of reckless decision to cut communication or just ignore you, not pay attention to at the moment. It's a very snob energy. Like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to, stress myself out. This is what the cards are saying. So with Seven of Wands, it's saying here that you need to stand your ground as well. I feel like you are a strong person within. You don't need validation. You don't need this person to make you feel secure. You just need to only look into your inner strength. You are on the right path. Help is closer than you think. This could be getting advice from people that can encourage you, support you through these challenging times. For some of you, you're going to come out of this at the end of the tunnel towards the light. Okay, there is hope. There is something to look forward to with the Ace of Cups. You must shift your focus here, Cancer, to something else, is what the cards are saying. Heal yourself, Ace of Cups, or this means self-love. If somebody has not been paying close attention to you, it could be that you need to focus on your needs now. A lot of self-love is needed here. Don't place too much thought or worry about this person, the words that have been said. Okay, don't get too caught up with the details. This might just put you in a position of feeling helpless overall, if that makes sense. Okay, so you must seek out your own self-interest, and you must secure yourself. All right, try to see the brighter things in life and not lean too much on the negative with the Eight of Swords. The situation may not be as bad as you think it is, Cancer, but it's just your fear projecting as well. So Five of Wands, this argument, this fight going back and forth, this can also indicate inner conflict. This person feels that they're not ready to release their comfort zone here, Cancer. Could be that they already know there's a beginning for you both. They see the potential. They are inspired by you, but they're blocking themselves from fully diving in. Okay, this is indicating a defensive energy, or they're blocking off the blessing right in front of them. They're focusing on what they don't have acquired right now in terms of the Pentacle. And so they're suppressing these emotions. They're suppressing how they feel towards you, Cancer, even if they know this is a beautiful blessing. This has the ability to calm their fears, to bring so much hope in their life, a different kind of change. For some of you, though, this person lives a very stressful life in the expense of their ambition. Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands, they're constantly competing over here, or they have a very competitive nature. Okay, I do feel like they want to challenge, Cancer. For some of you, it could be that they want a challenge. So them seeing that you are simply waiting for them to reach out to you, they don't see the challenge in the situation. And as bad as it sounds, this is what I'm getting with your person. They like a challenge, Cancer. It could be that they're also testing you and challenging you at the moment, but you must stand your ground and do not let this situation play mental tricks with you. Eight of Swords. Okay? Don't let the situation overwhelm you, consume you, or, you know, lose your sight on what really matters here. Because you can only let this person affect you mentally if you let it. Take your power back, Cancer. This is what the cards are saying. It's already clouding your better judgment here. We have here the Seven of Cups. There is confusion, or there could be some kind of illusion here that you need to dispel. Something is not what it seems, okay? Whatever this person is trying to do, whatever they try to challenge you or test you, I don't feel like you need to put yourself in a position if you don't feel like this is healthy. Seven of Cups means that you're not seeing the reality of things. You need to release your fear so that you can see things for what they are. Seven of Cups means that somebody has been keeping their options open, and that's why there's this lack of commitment, not wanting to commit for now. Could also be that they're too distracted, Cancer. They're too distracted with a lot of things in their life at the moment, and it's like they're closing their emotions, their heart. We have here the Five of Cups. I do feel like there will be some kind of regret, though. This is, I feel like, on their end, okay? Not so much on your end. I do feel like this is the energy of missing out on an opportunity. Like I said, they're not seeing the blessing right in front of you, right in front of them, even though it's already in front of them, because they're too focused on something else. And possibly that there will be some kind of regret missing an opportunity, because it is already here, the Ace of Cups. Okay, but there's something clouding their mind that they're not able to see it. Could be that they're focused, they're setting their sights on other worldly distraction, other people, you know what I mean? They're not listening to their intuition. They're letting their imagination or fantasy run wild here. They're not seeing what's authentic and what's not. Some of you feel like there's a sense of competition here that's getting your person's attention and focus from you. Okay? So let's see. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Temperance. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay, can also be another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You're both coming across as queens over here. I also feel like you need to, balance your mind and your thoughts, Cancer. Don't make decisions based purely on your emotions, okay? That can cloud your better judgment. The Queen of Swords is encouraging you to see through any illusion or deception. Okay, take your power back. You're somebody incredibly insightful, so use that spirit of discernment. You have refined wisdom. You've been through a lot before. This is a time for you to exclude your emotions, to see things in a rational perspective. This can also mean that you're dealing with somebody very indifferent towards you right now. There is coldness. There's a little bit of a snub energy here, ignoring you. They're not really emotional at this time. It could be that they're behaving rather insensitive to your feelings. So with the Queen of Cups here, though, it's important that you don't pick up on this energy. Learn to detach your emotions here. If this person is giving you off this vibe, you have first and foremost the responsibility of protecting your energy, your space, what you latch your energy to. Because I feel like some of you are empath. That means you have the ability to pick up energies around you. You must find a way to healthily express these feelings and emotions. If this is hurting you, if this is affecting you, all this confusion. Okay? So again, you can only get hurt if you want this person to hurt you with their words, with their action or lack thereof. Okay, but the moment that you take control of your emotions back, not allow yourself to lean too much on this person or let others lean on you heavily, then you start taking control of your own emotions. Okay, so some of you, though, there is divine power. I do feel like there's some kind of imbalance here, but there is divine power overlooking your situation. You need to also find balance between your emotions and your mind. Okay, find balance, find harmony within. Cancer, it's important that you know you cannot control what others think of you, what this person thinks of you, what their actions, the actions that they're going to be taking, or the choices that they will be making. Okay, but what you can control is how you choose to react on this. Somebody here has been trying to test you for some reason. It's like they're trying to dip their feet on the water and see how you're going to react. So again, don't play this kind of game with this person. I do feel like it's a competition, or they want the challenge, they want a game here. Whatever this kind of immature game they're playing in Cancer, I feel like you need to dispel this illusion. Okay, once that you're going to say no to this, secure yourself, protect your energy, put your foot down in this. Okay, because here with the Temperance card is saying here that if you're not careful, you might drain your emotional reserves. This might be a very draining or toxic situation in the long run. Okay, or that the moment that you reclaim your power back and withdraw, I do feel like it's this person who's going to feel rather, I don't want to say shameful, but they're going to start regretting what it is that they've been doing here. They were not in the right mind space. It is not a well thought decision. They're not thinking of how they're behaving towards you. It's kind of like an immature energy here. They're trying to test you for some reason. They're trying to ignore, but they know that this is the Ace of Cups that they're looking for. I don't know, for some reason, if this applies, but I see that someone wants to be chased. They want to see if you're willing to stand up in your own conviction and fight for this connection. But you know, it's okay to challenge relationships, but if this is already turning out to be very toxic, unhealthy, playing mind games on you, then it may not be worth your energy and your health, overall health, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This is saying to stand your ground, Cancer, protect yourself, possibly block this negativity around you, around the situation. Okay, now we're going to be clarifying these cards. Let's see. Why is the Five of Pentacles here, please? Two of Pentacles. So there's this playful energy. I don't feel like somebody's taking this as serious enough, Cancer. There's also a lot of juggling energy. I do feel like this person is quite undecisive. One moment they're focused on the connection, the next they could be leaving you in reckless abandon. For some of you, though, I feel like this person is already presenting you. Even if they're not saying it in words, it's like they're purposely showing you in action that they're not taking things seriously at the moment. Okay? They feel like they have control on things, so you need to take your power back and say, no, I'm not playing these games with you here. They're trying to throw you off your balance. I'm compelled to say this, but I feel like somebody here is just not really taking things seriously, Cancer. And they might possibly regret this in the near future. Okay, why is the Ace of Cups here, please? We have the Hangman. So this new beginning that you're hoping for is currently delayed. For some of you, it might be that you have already made countless of sacrifice and nothing is truly paying off. You feel like this person isn't able to change. There's a stubborn energy. For some of you, it's like you're simply waiting for reconciliation, this person to offer their cup towards you. Whatever the case may be, Cancer, you're being encouraged to recalibrate your goals here, your beliefs on things, dispel any kind of illusion. In this meditative wisdom, there will be a lot of realization, aha moments, okay? So just take this momentary break. Soon you will be moving forward with clarity of the mind. Okay, the Hangman can also mean that allow somebody to meet you halfway. They feel like they're unable to, or they can't free themselves out of a situation for some reason. This could also be a rigid mind space or mindset. They're not willing to make a sacrifice at the expense of the growth of this connection. They're playing it safe here, Cancer, okay? Why is the Eight of Swords here, please? We have the Hierophant. So they're afraid of commitment. This is what the cards are saying. This is Taurus energy. They're not ready to expand themselves, Cancer, for relationship, okay? Some of you, though, you're dealing with a person of authority. And this is, you're afraid of crossing this person. There's some kind of fear surrounding this person. They like to use their power over this, or they feel like they have power over this, Cancer. Again, stand your ground here. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? I am also getting that you might be dealing with an older individual. We have Ace of Pentacles. So there are two aces in this reading. The thing is, Cancer, it's a feeling of being torn between their desire for the pentacle and matters of the heart. But they're afraid to commit, so they could be going back and forth, whatever they feel like, whatever is convenient. So again, that's what I'm sensing here. They're not ready to make a full sacrifice and focus on one clear path. They're constantly being pulled in different directions, constantly testing the waters here. And I feel like it's not a fair situation, because it's simply saying here you might be getting the short end of the stick in the long run. You're hoping that there's going to be a stable offer from this individual. The World card. But there will be a successful completion here. This is also saying that, you know, you need to ascend to your higher self, okay? Spirit is going to give you answers, the answers that you're seeking for, how to approach the situation. Some of you, it could be a long-distance relationship, or that communication may be on social media. You could be blocking each other off at the moment, or they have abruptly blocked you. Whatever the case may be, Cancer, they might be trying to test you, get some kind of reaction from you. But as soon as you take your power back and no longer give energy into this, because I feel like this has still some kind of attachment towards you, the sooner that you can see someone's patterns and behavior. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. There's going to be an ending of this inner conflict. There's also going to be an ending of a drama. For some of you, this can also mean that they refuse to change. They refuse to change their mind. They refuse to change their approach in things. The Hangman comes before the Death card. So whatever it is that they're holding on to, this mentality, this fear-based mentality, not wanting to take a risk, this is what's blocking the change with the Death card. But there is inevitable change here. Regardless of this person's trying to control things to be more convenient for them, I do feel like you are going to move forward. Death card and the World card. You're no longer going to be in this kind of cycle or loop, or letting them always get the upper hand here, doing things as they please. All of that is going to come to an end, Cancer. Okay, there's going to be a transformation here. Spirit is going to help you move towards calmer waters. You are divinely protected, okay? You must remain strong mentally. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Ten of Wands. So this person feels some kind of burden about commitment. It's convenient for them to just latch their energy on things that they feel like they need to focus. So there's a lot of indecision here, Cancer. Always changing minds here. For some of you, it could also be that it has already been a one-sided situation. You're finally putting an ending to this burden. They might have tried to offer you something in the recent past, but it turns out to be just a fantasy. Okay, now you're having a real moment of awakening with the Hangman. You're recalibrating your beliefs on this. You're dispelling the illusion. You're now realizing that it wasn't, you felt like you were fighting an uphill battle. You're the only one putting the effort in. And they were not ready all along, you know. It's all of a sudden withdrawing from the relationship. So some of you are hoping for closure though. You don't want this person to just cut you off abruptly. You feel like you're not going to get inner peace without proper explanation. Okay? Why is the Five of Cups here, please? Three of Swords. Cancer, you might still be hurting right now, or it seems like a fresh wound. But for some of you, I do feel like you're going to look back on the situation in the near future as soon as you heal yourself and regain your stability as a learning process. It is this person that's possibly going to regret it down the road though. Okay? I feel like you have the potential to teach this person with the Hierophant. This has the radical potential to change this person's beliefs as well. By you standing your ground and not agreeing to the terms that they want here, Cancer, is you spiritually rebelling and saying yes to yourself, saying no to what they want and saying yes to what you are truly worth, okay? Nine of Cups means that you need to focus on giving yourself the best, even though you recognize that this is a soulmate connection. You know, soulmates can also bring about lessons. Soulmate is supposedly to bring out the best on each other. You're now witnessing somebody that is needing to release some kind of mindset here, okay, or their treatment, their outlook in relationship. The Wheel of Fortune, a lot of things are still quite uncertain, or that the situation is still undone. I do feel like you need to avoid attracting the same outcome with this individual. Three of Swords means that you may have dealt with this person one too many times, and there has already been an ending with the Death card and the World card, but they keep on insisting, or you feel like you're still attached to this person somehow. So as soon as you focus on yourself back, on your happiness back here, Cancer, and let the changes happen, right, the sooner that you're going to attract a new soulmate with the Lovers card, and there will also be a healing. At the end of the day, it is the decision that you can make, even though that there's opportunities coming in. Okay, it's a decision that you need to make. If you're ready for this transformation, it will be made available to you. Okay, you may be working with this person. For some of you, we need to work on focusing on the future. Wait for your ships to come in. It means that you need to make some kind of sacrifice, Cancer. Release what's no longer serving you. If you feel like this has been hurting you, it has been painful, it has been blocking you from really reaching your potential here, then, you know, take your power back and do not be afraid to embrace something new. Okay, let's see. What is your advice for Cancer going through the situation? What is your advice for Cancer going through the situation, please? All right, we have two cards over here. First one, it says you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. Second card here is look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. I'm going to read this card first. It's the number 4. Some of you, that might be a significant number. 4 is the number of structure, stability for me, creating foundation. Look to your inner strength. This is the number 11. Okay, so let's see what the booklet has to say as advice. You may choose to take this or not. It's up to you. When you are too close to a situation, you only have one perspective. There are so many possible outcomes for this situation. Take a broader look. Release the need to control what is happening and allow your inner knowing to help you. Things always work out as they should. When your soul is experiencing its purest form, it has limitless knowledge, infinite wisdom, and boundless energy. You may have developed some negative self-talk that is limiting what you can accomplish. Connect to the beautiful light that dwells in your being and represents your soul. Remember that your abilities are fueled by your imagination. Dream big. A unicorn emerges from a woman's being. The unicorn represents healing powers, possibility, and knowledge of the soul. 2 swans sit in the heart area to signify the grace that is connected to you always. Trust in your ability and know you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Wow. The next card here. The angels are asking you to dig deep inside your inner self. The strength is in you. Though it may not feel like it right now, you will be able to push through this. Believe in yourself and know you already have the power you need within you. When you are in a state of empowerment, you can live from a natural state of peace. Being stressed or afraid is not a natural way of living. Try to figure out what is challenging you and disconnect from whatever is creating stress. Establish boundaries and take back your personal power. This is an ideal time to develop a new way of thinking. What has been dominating your thoughts? Are you caught up in old patterns? You have control over your feelings. Remind yourself that you have the inner strength to tackle whatever you are currently facing. A crowned goddess is holding a delicate and translucent ball in her hands. At the center of the ball, there is a solitary female. This may refer to feeling small or blocked. The emphasis of the goddess crown symbolizes higher knowing. You have more power than you realize. Believe in your strength. Wow. That's a beautiful message, Cancer. I hope that you were able to get some insight and this will help guide you. Please take whatever resonates for your situation and leave out what doesn't. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I am sending you love and light, and namaste.